All right, guys, we're back with round one, Edison format, Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got myself on the left playing Vayu Turbo versus Jonathan on the right playing Diva Hero Beat. So it's like Jonathan won the roll, open Future Fusion, send Alias and Ocean, and we're both X1. So winner of this still has a chance to make top 8. Well, loser is going to come down a very slim chance to make it, depending on tiebreakers. So he Future Fusion, set a back row, and I set a monster and set 2 pass. Alright. So turn 1 on Future Fusion. So it looks like Jonathan's got double Spark, Miracle, Alias, Gores in his hand. So his hand's decent, depending on what that other back row is. Yeah, double Spark, Miracle, Gores, Alias. Opening hand. And I got a monster and 2 back rows. So he summons Alias. And then he sparks my Raikou. Draws a card. He drew Diva. And he passes. Alright. So Jonathan opened pretty well. Depending on what that back row is. But I think his hand loses if I have a oppression. So I set another monsters. Now here comes Ab-Zero. Looks like I have nothing to stop it. So yeah, Ab-Zero hits the field. Well, at least did he draw another Gemini Spark? Or is it just one? No, it's just one. He used the other one. Might be double Miracle. Anyway, Ab-Zero attacks. And I deprison his Ab-Zero. And now my Vayu. He blows up my Vayu with Ab-Zero. And what else? So summons Diva. So yeah, the Future Fusion stays because the Ab-Zero was deprisoned. So now so I press his Diva. His Gores is locked. Yes, his Gores is locked for now. And here comes Arma. And Arma is going to send probably Sirocco here because I have oppression up. Jonathan's thinking long and hard about this summon. What could he be thinking about, though? It's either A, Solemn or Hero. Yeah, that makes sense. Hero Blast. Now. And here comes Vayu. Yeah, I'll get Armed Wing and pass. He drew Torrential. Which is a card that not all Hero Beat. I don't know. I think everyone. I'm kind of getting to the point where I think most people just throw Torrential in every deck. So I'm just gonna play. I need to start playing around it in just every deck. Cause like against GBs you don't expect it. Against like some Blackwing players use it, some don't. Same thing with Hero Beat. But Jonathan is on it. Anyway, let's see what Jonathan is going to do. Sets 2 and passes. So one of the ones he set was Torrential, which makes sense because he has no monsters right now. So he's probably hoping that I walk into it. But then I have to make a choice. Do I attack? So I decide just to pass. Set a back row and pass. So I wonder what that back row is that I set. And let's see what Jonathan does. Okay, so I think he drew Alias first turn, right? Oh, no, never mind. He had the Alias. He grabbed it back with Hero Blast. He drew Deprison. So now here comes Alias and pass. And now am I afraid of Honest or Deprison? So he sparks. Oh, he does have. Did he draw all 3 sparks? Yeah, he did. He did draw all 3 sparks. So spark. Tributes to Alias. Now, what's he going to target? The Armed Wing or the Oppression? Yeah, Gemini Spark. Target the... Draws Diva. Yeah, he's got Diva, Deprison. So now, him sparking my Oppression makes his whole hand live. His other Diva's live. His other Diva's live. So is his Miracle Fusion. So here are Torrentials. And I discard Greffer. Sorry, I discard Necro and I'm going to dump a Vayu. Yep, so I get Greffer out of my deck and I get Vayu out of my deck. here, now Jonathan summons Diva, gets Gilman. What am I at? 7257. I guess I'm debating. Should I have walked into that torrential? Maybe. So anyways, hits me for 17. And then hits me for 600 with Diva, I think. Or at least he should. Yeah, he did. So the rest of his hand is Miracle, D-Prison, and he goes for Android. Yeah, Diva, Gores, Miracle, D-Prison. I think you... So you know I'm getting a... I have a monster that can deal with your Android, so he kind of has to set the D-Prison there. And now I draw. He gains 6, so what's life? 63-49. And here comes Upstart. Now 53-49. Oh, no, sorry. 73-49. So what's my face down? I think my face down is Return. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Return. So here I go. But I don't think I can finish him off yet. And then he prisons my Armor Master. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Return because I'm kind of checking my graveyard. We'll see. I don't remember. This was more than... Was this a week ago? No, this was like a few days ago, and I just don't remember exactly what happens. I remember some of it, but... Anyways, Jonathan passed. What did he draw? Solemn? Is that what he drew? Oh, man, he did draw Solemn. And then hits me for 24, and I'm forced to block. Yeah, I'm almost positive that's Return, because I want to return, but I don't have access to Plague. So I need access to Plague. So anyway, he's now at 79. We're at 49-78. He's got Diva, Spark, Miracle, Gores. What will I do? Well, I'm taking a while, which I almost never do, but it does happen occasionally. Okay, I think I have Sirocco in my hand, Plague in my hand. What did I draw? Okay, so Special Summon Grepher. Yes, Special Summon Grepher. And he's at 78. Grepher's effect, discard Plague. And I think I'm going to get the last Vayu out. Is this the last Vayu? I'm pretty sure this is the last Vayu. Yeah, so everything's gone from my deck. The Necro, all 3 Vayus, the Plague. So here comes Armwing, and I have to top deck for Plague in order to run over his Android. So who do we go for? Staring down Android. I think you go for Dark End here because I have Return. So I'm going to return him and try to go for game. Dark End plays around Honest. Yep. So 78, 40. I mean, looking at it, the only thing I see is like I maybe shouldn't have walked into that torrential, but Jonathan drew really well this game. All right, anyway, Dark End. Because remember, we saw him top deck Solemn, so he's going to Solemn my Return. So I Dark End, send the Android. And now I attack him for 17. See if he has a response. Attack him for 21. See, I thought he set like a Hero Blast because if you saw when I summoned Grepher, Jonathan thought about Soloming the Grepher. He almost did, but he didn't. And now he's at 2050. He's got a stuck Future Fusion. I'm at 2450 because I have to pay half my life for the return. Now he heavies his Future Fusion. And just to open up his Gores. And now he can just go Miracle, Diva. Diva, that'll be what? Oh, he still has the Gilman, so then he can go Miracle here. Yeah, Miracle. What's the Ab-Zero at? And I just surrendered. I was like, I don't think I can get out of this. I just know I have like no outs. But I'm at 2450. So I kind of looked at my next card. So Jonathan takes game 1. We'll see if I can pull off the backdoor 2-0 to continue on in this tournament. I'm kind of glad Jonathan is playing Diva Hero B because he usually played Geminis on the channel. I like Hero Beat. You guys seen me. I've won a few tournaments with the deck. It's a solid deck. The only problems I have with it is that sometimes you draw Sparks with no alias, or you draw, what else do you draw? You draw Dead Miracles, or you draw all monsters. But the deck, when it draws like the way you saw Jonathan draw game one, it can beat almost any deck. The only issue is it's just not as, I think it's just not as consistent as some of the other decks. Anyways, so Jonathan Future Fusions, sets a back row, and passes, and he has alias. So let's see how I deal with this. So I normal Sirocco. I think on this day I was not siding Cyber Dragon, which Cyber Dragon is, this is like the only matchup. This and Black Wings where I really want Cyber Dragon. This is the only time I really miss it. Anyway, he end phase dusts my Mirror Force, summons Diva, gets Gilman. So here he's going to go for either A, Android, or B. Yeah, either A, Android, or B, Catastor. So he goes Android. Attacks Sirocco for 4. So we're at 57 to 60, what? 69. Sets 2 and passes. So now we're at 57 to 95. So yeah, I gave him life points with Upstart. Come on, Heavy. We need Heavy bad right now. Zero's about to come out. So I Foolish. What does Foolish do? I'm still not sold on Foolish. It's been good and it's been mid at times. It's never been bad. It's never been a bad draw. It's just, I'm kind of like, is it good or is it mid? Anyway, so main phase 2, after I bait out the Bottomless, I half his Android. So I know his back row is probably not Hero Blast, not a D Prison. It's most likely a Bottomless or like a Dust Tornado. So this is why I MST his Future Fusion. So I kind of had to read that he set, well, he already Bottomless one. Would he set double Bottomless? Again, I have no idea what that back row is. My guess is like a Dust or an MST. And it is Dust, and I set Return. And here comes Gilman, attacks over my Gale. So now I'm at 53 to his 94. But this is still looking good. What? Jonathan has no cards. Yeah, he has no cards. All he has is a Gilman. And I set a monster. Yeah, all he has is a Gilman and attacks my Necro. And summons Diva. Gets, I think he was anticipating Raikou or Hamster, so that's why he attacked with Gilman. Gets another Diva. I wonder what his last back row is. Anyway, we're at 53.94. So he synchros for 5, goes into... Yeah, it goes into Catastor. So he's only on 1 Android. When I played this deck, I think I ran 2 Androids. There's a little bit of space, depending on what you want to cut. So here comes Greffer, Vayu from myself. And what am I going to send? Sirocco. So now, do I play around? So I'm checking to see what's gone. So I'm seeing what traps he's used. I know 1 Bottomless is gone. I guess I just don't want to get blown out by Mirror Force. That's really it. And again, I don't know what the last card in my hand is, so I don't know what Jonathan can do. So now I have to decide, do I Necro here to protect my Greffer? So yes, I do decide to protect my Greffer. And Jonathan kept that card in his hand, so he's got 1 back row and 1 card in hand. So here comes Vayu. Oh, wow, I'm playing slow. I normally don't play slow. But there are times, man, when your opponent puts you in a tough spot, but... I don't know what I think I remember what I drew. So I decided to use Grepher, send Plague. I guess I was debating on... I had two choices. Okay. So I think I made the right play. But here I messed up. I just wasn't thinking clearly. So here I go for Arm Wing. I'm supposed to top for Plague and Synchro. And then I have two... I'm supposed to make Stardust. Yes, I'm supposed to make Stardust. Top for Plague. Yeah, I was supposed to make Stardust and then my body. So I made the right play with the Grepher. But then I just kind of just had a brain fart here. And I get Prison out. Now I can't use my other Vayu. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. That was just... I don't know. Maybe I was tired. It is late at night, and that's going to be my excuse. I'm more of an early bird, so... Yeah, this was pretty late, so my Yu-Gi-Oh! Skills aren't as sharp late at night. Anyways. Here, Jonathan sets 2. So I'm at 53 to his 84. And Catastrophe attacks for 22. So now 31-94. I've got 2 cards in my hand. Still got Plague, still got Vayu. And here comes a Lord. Oh, I remember I blinded Lord. Yeah, I blinded Lord because I was hoping to draw something because I know I'm in trouble. I'm at 31. So he hits me for 22. So now I'm at 900. And I set, hopefully, a Raikou. Or a Hamster. Hamster is good here, too. It is Hamster. So Hamster keeps me alive for another turn. Man, every time people blind lore, I seen them on camera, they always draw a dark. Okay. So Jonathan sets a monster and passes. So let's see. Set another back row. Yeah, Jonathan hasn't taken any life points. So he's got Miracle, Mirror Force, Gores. Flips, Honest. I think he drew on that Honest. So now I have to Raikou as Honest or I lose. Mill Trooper, Dust, and what was it? Something else. So end phase, Dust, the new one, which was his Mirror Force. Activate Rhoda. So this turns... Do I have Armageddons left? Yes, I do. I think that's what I went to go check. I was like, do I still have Armageddon in my deck? So this gets me a Vayu. This turns on my Vayu, which should have been turned on way earlier in the duel, but like I said, I messed up. And... Oh, no, never mind. I was out of Siroko's, I think. Something happened. I don't know what happened. I had to set the Armageddon to stay alive. Oh, yeah. I think I had... Oh, I couldn't summon the... What am I at? 900? Yeah, I don't know what happened right there. But anyway, Raikou hits the Catastor. So now we're at 94 or 900. I think I couldn't summon the Armageddon and lose, so that's why I had to set it. But anyway, he bottomlesses my Grepher. And now I pass, so I'm at 900, does 94. So he heavies me, and heavies my Solemn, Miracle, and that is game. So yeah, that was just a huge error on my part. I was not looking forward to commentating this duel, because I knew. I was like, oh my god, I'm not looking forward to it. I know I messed up right there. But what's crazy is, this is why it's always good to go back and watch your duels. I know people do it on Dueling Book, but like, I saw the right play, because you saw I took a while. The play was to synchro with it to make my second Vayu live, to make Stardust. And I don't know, I think it was the card in my hand I didn't want to top deck it. Something happened. And yeah, it was just a misplay. And knocked me out of the tournament. Happens. And congrats to Jonathan, is moving on. We'll see if he can sneak into top 8. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll be back soon for the rest of the tournament. Bye, guys.